Hi, Ganesh. Thank you so much for coming to BizTalk. How are you?
I'm good.
Thank you so much for your time and sharing your vision with us. Before talking about your startup, please give an introduction to yourself.
I'm Kaneshwaran Govindasamy and I'm from Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. And I have about 25 years of experience in the telecom industry, right from the days of 2G was being deployed. I have worked with Ericsson for more than 12 years and I've worked with other telcos. And also I was involved in the IoT and the cybersecurity sector. And now the last 2 years, I'm involved fully in the 5G domain.
Thank you, Ganesh. So let's go straight to the point. Let's talk about your venture.
All right. So basically, I have came up with this startup of global 5G evolution, which is consulting, media, content, and a community platform, which I'm building right now. And I've already gathered about 280 5G ecosystem experts from 51 countries. And we do a lot of brainstorming and discussions, and we update them to more younger engineers to be involved in this community program. So basically, we are a global community media content and consulting firm. We drive digitalization of industries for Malaysia in particularly. So what we do is we gather all these experts around the world and we transform them into the workshops and also in a consulting manner towards in Malaysia and also in the Southeast region. Basically, from a market fragmentation point of view, we have a lot of cloud providers, hyperscalers, SIs, influencers. At the same time, we can able to see a huge trend in terms of O-RAN, edge, private 5G, cloud native, and we can able to actually benefit from these new developments of 5G. We, Global 5G Evolution, are very strong in our social media, in the Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and LinkedIn as well. This is our business scope. On the left-hand side is the community programs that we have developed, and we are very strong in our YouTube channel. On the right-hand side, we have this consulting products. We have the reseller platform as well, and we have 5G YouTube contents. We are also currently building a portal as a library for hundreds of use cases that we can able to provide this as a tier level subscription basis. We also trying to provide workshops for any companies, organization, verticals, government link companies who wants to understand the whole ecosystem as well. If you see on the right hand side of these brands, we have vendors, tier 1, tier 2, AR, VR providers, network operators, university research institutes, government and NGOs who have involved. We also recognized by Analytica as one of the top 100 influencers in 5G last year for the content creation category. This is our pricing model. On the left hand side, if you see on the top, we are priced based on custom-made workshops for knowledge transfer based on the global community experts that we have. We also provide consulting service based on the result of the workshop. If any of the vertical industry or government link company who wants to know a specified area in the 5G domain, we can able to provide that for them as well. And we also have a content app on a subscription tier level, and on the right hand side is the price levels of the subscription of our product in terms of the content of 5G use cases. We have a few hundred of use cases that will be simplified for anyone who wants to be a startup or wants to understand more about the 5G domain areas. The workshops that we are organizing, we can able to address for any specific mobile network operators, governments, young talent groups, universities, startups, developer community. The audience can be anyone from the agriculture, banking, education, energy, entertainment, so on, who wants to actually transform or digital transform their whole company or business, we can able to support based of the international relationship that we have on the left-hand side here. We also can able to be a media partner or international relations, where we can able to provide brand visibility, global alliances, or global marketing campaign for those companies who wants to be recognized internationally. So this is our revenue traction, as you can see here. So our main income that we are expecting is in the sponsorships, consulting, the 5G portal and 5G online event, and the revenue traction for the 5 years in terms of the USD. This is the value that you can able to see. In terms of the financial projections, as you can see, we are expecting for almost 1 million USD for 3 years, so that we can able to sustain the profit break even at the end of the year 3. So in terms of the improved ROI and boost performance, you can able to see there's a 2.32 times in terms of the profit that we could able to make at the end of the year 5. So basically, this is overall my presentation.
Thank you, Kanesh. Let me ask you, who are, in your mind, who will be your users? Who's going to use you? You have multiple services. You have so many, from the consulting to workshop to networking to advisory to even a help then to develop and perform. So how do you expect, who are the one who's coming to your platform?
Basically, from the workshop and also the knowledge transfer perspective, our main target is the government-linked agencies. It can be the ministries, it can be the agencies under the ministries, specifically in the communication and multimedia, also the science and technology ministry, or even also the education agencies as well. The other areas that we are also targeting are the vertical industries, like for example, healthcare or agriculture or manufacturing, those associations that involve, or even the specific manufacturing sector, if they want to transform digitally, we can able to support them in terms of the knowledge transfer from the countries that is far developed 5G.
So when you talk about digital transformation, you talk about 5G adoption.
Yes.
Now, how strong is 5G in Southeast Asia, starting from Malaysia?
In Malaysia, we just started deploying the 5G network. We are far behind from the developed countries, particularly in Europe, South Korea, Japan, and US, at least between 4 to 5 years. And however, we are the first to come out with these what they call least provider. That means we have this a concept known as a single entity by the government who owns the whole infrastructure, and they will lease to the other mobile operators. So that actually takes time. But when it comes to the neighboring countries like Singapore and Thailand, they have already deployed and they have already selling their products, but it's still in the early stage. So we have a lot of opportunities, potential in the Southeast Asia region.
In terms of business model, revenue generating, where do you expect the main income coming from the variety of your services?
The main income that we are expecting is from the workshops and also from the consulting domain.
You have a subscription plan. If I'm going to buy one of your plan, what I'm going to get?
If it comes to the subscription plan, that is the portal that we are currently building, and that's the main reason I'm pitching, because there's a lot of costs involved to build that app, because it takes some integration work involved. We need some resources to make sure we can able to build the app. So there's a lot of work involved to build the app for the tier subscription level. And that particular app is actually meant for at least more than 1 or 2 million of audience. It can be anyone. It can be students. It can be university researchers. It can be vertical industries, potential new startups as well. So they can able to enjoy the whole content so that they can use for their assignments, or they can build their new startups, or they can transform their organization as well. So that portal is the one that takes a lot of our financial support.
Why did you come up with this idea? What brings you today to talk about this new venture? You know how complicated it is launching a startup. What moves you?
The main reason is because of the passion that I have, and also in terms of the network that I have in the global. I myself is a 5G influencer, and I have more than 10,000 followers in my LinkedIn, and I post daily. I influence a lot because a lot of technology vendors and mobile network operators are communicating to me on a daily basis, and they request me to share a lot of information that is going around in the company. So with that passion, and also with the strength of relationship that I have for the last, say, about 25 years in this telecommunication domain, I think I can do a lot of more things for the community around the world.
What's your vision behind all you have already said? Where do you see yourself and your company in 5 years, for example?
My main vision was to build the young talents in the 5G domain. If you look at 20 years back, the trend was moving towards to the telecommunications. A lot of degree courses was involved in telecommunications. There's a lot of needs for engineers in the deployment, implementation, optimization, network planning, what they call managed services, operation maintenance. And it was so much demand that a lot of them were studying that, and they got the job in the telecommunication sector. However, in the last 5 years, you can see there's a huge shift of younger generation moving towards to the data scientist programs, the artificial intelligence, machine learning. So though there is huge potential demand in the telecom sector, but yet the universities are moving or inclining towards to the data scientist program. So my vision is we got to stay alive. We know there's huge potential in the 5G domain. And in the next 10 years, the 6G will be coming anytime sooner. So the telecom sector will never die. So my vision was to grow this community towards a more younger generation, and to equip them with the knowledge in terms of in the telecommunications sector. And that's the reason why I'm alive into building this startup.
So do you have a team working with you on this project?
Yes, I do. I have 2 resources, but if I have this financial resource, I think I will be able to get more resources to build my portal as quick as possible, and I can focus in the workshops and the consulting as well.
So are you fundraising now?
Yes, I am fundraising now. I think about 2 years ago, the Malaysian Kuala Lumpur Chambers Association has supported me with a seed fund, which is only 10,000 Malaysian ringgit. It's a small amount, but they will add more, another 10,000 Malaysian ringgit in the coming months. But that is not enough for me, because I need a huge sum, which is about 1 million USD, to make sure that I can able to run this much more quicker and faster.
You're raising 1.5 million USD. What exactly, okay, you want to go faster, but what exactly are you going to do with 1 million?
With the 1 million USD, I can able to spend a lot of energy in terms of getting the resources. Number 2, One is the resources to help to build those contents, which I already have the whole framework ready. Number two, I need resources who can build the app for me. And to make sure, in fact, I don't mind if I can get a joint venture with an app developer who's interested to invest. That's another way of opportunity, how we can JV together. So that will bring down the burden as well. So it's very much involved with the app development and also to maintain the app on a monthly basis as well. So, and the other area is in the marketing portion as well, because I need to spend some budget in terms of advertisement through this region in Southeast Asia particularly.
Why, and we are going to close with this, why investing in you, your team, and your idea? What's your message to investors to convince them why they should give you the money?
The only reason is that I know that this particular domain area is the most trendy in addition towards the artificial intelligence and machine learning, Web 3.0. So 5G is it's in the peak. In the next 5 years, it will still be very strong. There's a lot of opportunities. There's a lot of young talents are still, in the explosion stage. So I think we can able to convince the young talents, and also we can convince the vertical industries who still not ready yet in the digital transformation, and they needs to be prepared to make sure that they're fully equipped with the 5G domain as well. So I think we can do a lot of stuff, and this is the future for sure. And I'm very confident that these workshops will take off as well. And also this portal, I'm very sure there's a lot more people wants to learn and equip themselves with this knowledge.
Ganesh, thank you so much for coming to our talk. I really thank you for your time, your sharing your idea, and wish you all the best. And I hope in EquityMatch we can help you to raise this funding. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Massimiliano. Appreciate it.
Pleasure. My pleasure.